Hey guys, welcome to Ernest Fishing. I am the bass man, Ernest Cole, once again, and today I would like to talk to you guys about a subject that see posts every now and then. I've got a few questions myself on this, and that is sponsorships, pro staffs. Now, what I'd like to talk to you guys today about is number one, getting them, and most importantly, number two, keeping them. All right, guys. First things first. Full disclosure. I am by no means an expert on this, and this is not a how-to or tutorial on do this and you'll get sponsored, do this, you'll get a pro staff deal. This is just my experience with it, and some of the steps that I have taken, what worked for me, what didn't work for me, and how I've got to where I am today as far as working with the companies who I work with now. All right, I've written a few of these down. And we'll go through them and tell you guys my experience. All right, first off, when we're talking about pro staffs or sponsorships, there's a fine line on what's what. Now, I'm not going to get into what I believe sponsorship is and what I believe pro staffs is. There's a million opinions on that, and I'm not going to throw mine into the mix. This is just what I did. First off, guys, you can, first off, before you start looking at a pro staff deal or a sponsorship or whatever, take a good look at where you're at in your fishing career and ask yourself, do I really need a pro staff or sponsorship deal? A lot of times people will offer you discounts, and sometimes those discounts are not very much, and they want a lot of work out of you. And, for the same amount, work a few hours overtime at work, pay for the stuff full price, and you won't have that commitment or feel that monkey on your back like you've got to do stuff for them. So first off, take a good look at yourself. Do you really need one? And how is it going to help you with your fishing career? As far as looking at yourself and deciding, do you really want to pursue that? If you do and you get into that, just kind of take a look at the deal that they're offering and say, hey, is this really a good deal? If it really doesn't look like a good deal, then for what they're asking out of you, it's probably not. So it's best just to walk away from something like that. All right, let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this. First off, for the love of God, guys, if you learn nothing from this video, learn this. Use the product that you're wanting to get sponsored by. That's one thing that I have seen, I've experienced myself. I see posts all the time of join our pro staff, or get sponsored by this company, or whatever. This is not a knock to none of those companies that do that, but if you're not already using the product that you want to do business with that company, if you're not already using that product, to me, what's the point? I just don't see the value in that. And looking at yourself as an angler, how can you really promote something that you don't know nothing about? Next thing, guys, is this is a hard lesson, and I had to learn it. And if you guys ever pursue any kind of sponsorship opportunities, is be prepared to be told no. I got told a lot of times, no, we're not looking, not at this time. Even though it was companies that I used products, loved it for years, and I still continued to use the product after I was told no. But if you're a young kid or even a seasoned guy, be prepared to be told no, because more than likely, there's only so many companies out there, and they only budget so many anglers that they work with. So just be prepared to be told no. And if you do get told no, don't let it upset you. Don't let it hurt your feelings. If it's a good product and you like using it, keep using it. Don't just toss it by the wayside and say, well, they didn't want to work with me for whatever reason. I tried and I promoted and I done everything. But just remember, those companies, they're on a budget, just like any other company, and there's only so much that they can do. So just be prepared to be told no, and don't take it personal when it does happen, because it will happen. Next off, guys, when you do approach a company about a deal of, pro staff, sponsorship, whatever you want to call it, know up front what you want. Most importantly, know what you can do. A lot of companies will want you to do video, Instagram posts, whatever it is, and if you're very active on social media and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook like I am, if you're already active in those, channels, then it shouldn't be too hard for you to be promotional, wise, to do stuff like that. But if you're not active on, Instagram, Facebook, that's just the way things are going nowadays. And if you're not active already on those, then it's going to be real difficult for you just to go to a company and say, hey, I can do this, because if it was my company, I'm going to check you out first. And if you're not already, doing what you say you can do, then you're probably not going to you're probably going to be told no. Going back to the, using the products of the companies that you're trying to get in touch with, know the product ahead of time. If you are, take for example Zoom baits. If you want to approach them and say, hey, I'd like to speak with you guys about maybe some opportunities to work together, know the product, know what they produce, know some of your favorite colors, some techniques, and have a good working knowledge. If you want to approach Zorro spinner baits, have knowledge of that product, know what sizes they carry, they've got different styles of spinner baits. That's just an example of a couple of companies. Have a good knowledge of the product that you're wanting to work with. That'll help you as far as approaching these companies as well. Alright guys, here's a topic that may get a little heat off of, and this is something that I personally have experienced for myself, and that is what I would call the pay-to-play program, which is just what I call it, which I've seen some companies do. And what that is, a company may say, join our pro staff and fill out this form, and for X amount of dollars you'll get this much product and this % discount. I'm not a fan of that, and I will tell you why. This is just me talking, my opinion. If any companies see this, you guys run your company however you want. I personally don't like it, because you just kind of, all you're doing is you're just a customer, basically. They've roped you in, and it's a marketing technique. They've roped you in to spend, say, $100, and you may say, and they'll say, you'll get $120 worth of product and then a 10% discount. At that point, you're still a customer because you've spent $100 with them. Yeah, you've got $120 worth of product that you may or may not have bought ahead of time. And to me, I don't particularly like what I would call the pay-to-play type deal. A lot of opinions on that, some good, some bad. You guys can form your own opinions of that, but that's just my opinion on that. I personally would advise someone not to do that. If you want to work with a company and they want to work with you, then they'll give you that discount regardless, because hey, they want to say, hey, I want to work with this guy, I'm going to give them a discount or product or whatever it is they want to give you. But if you have to buy into that, you're basically just, in my opinion, still a customer. So I would advise against that. Another thing is, know what you can offer a company before you contact them. Whether it be, hey, I'm very active on social media, Instagram, Facebook, or if you're like me, I make videos on YouTube, so that's what I can offer a company, as far as gear review, using their product in my videos. I'm also active on Instagram and Facebook, so that's, from that standpoint, that's what I offer, and which there's a million of me out there. But know what you can offer beforehand. If you're a tournament guy and you use this product and win tournaments with it, that can be your pitch to say, hey, look, I'm a tournament guy, I'm on this trail, or a BFL trail, a Costa trail, or whatever, and I use your product and it's won for me, help me win, and I would like to be involved with your company. Kind of think of it that way. But before you approach a company, know ahead of time who you are as an angler and what you can do for that company. All right, folks, now that you have approached those companies and you've made your deals or become associated with them, however you want to say it, now the next part is keeping them and continuing that relationship for a long time. And let me give you guys a few tips that has helped me along the way. Most important thing that I could tell anybody that has a sponsorship and wants to keep that sponsorship and continue that relationship for a long time is give more than you get. If a company is giving you, let's say, a 10% discount, hypothetically, and you want to give 100% of that back. So let's take for instance $10. If they give you a $10 savings on baits, rods, reels, whatever, try to give back $100 worth of, whether that be merchandise sales, videos, promotion, social media, whatever that is. Try to give them a value back of $100. And I kind of call that my 10-to-1 deal. If a company gives me $20 worth of savings, I'm going to do everything I can to generate $200 worth of sales, and whether that be through promotion or direct sales. If they give me a promo code to hand out to whoever, I want to try my best to give them at least $200 worth back. Nowadays, most things are driven sales-wise. Social media is probably one of the biggest things that drive sales. You guys have seen the ads on Facebook and Instagram, and the ads that pop up in front of videos like these. That's what really drives sales nowadays. Used to be, you'd get the Bass Pro Shops catalog in the mail and you'd sit for hours and look at it. At least I did. Nowadays it's all digital form, but still, that's advertising, and that costs money to do. So, stay active on social media. If you're a YouTuber like myself, make videos, show the product in your videos, highlight it, and that'll just help you as far as keeping that relationship. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, tag the companies, tag the owners if you know them, and some friends, and say, hey, check out this product, because social media is really what drives sales these days. One of the most important things you could also do is just keep in contact with the people you're involved with. If you're going out on the lake and you're on the spinnerbait team for Zorro or Strike King or whoever, maybe a few days ahead of time, shoot those guys a message and say, hey, the spinnerbait bite is really on right now. Is there anything that I can do promotion wise to showcase that? Or if you've got some ideas in your head that you think you might could do, maybe get a cool shot of you holding up a fish with their spinnerbait, or a cool angle on a video of the fish coming up to the boat with the bait in their mouth. Whatever it may be, just keep in contact with those guys as much as you can. And also, don't be afraid to ask those guys, hey, what did you guys think about my last video, my last post or picture? And when they do come back, if it's negative, don't take it personal. It's just be able to take that creative criticism and use it with your next, video or picture, and apply what they like to what you do, and that will help that relationship grow, and you'll be able to keep that relationship for a long time. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is not a how-to video. I hate to say that, but this is not a do this and you'll get sponsored. That's not what this video is. That was just my 2 cents worth of information on what I have dealt with in my experiences dealing with companies. So I hope this has maybe helped you guys out, maybe gave you some good ideas to approach some companies, or if you're already with a company, to keep that company and to grow that relationship. So thank you guys for watching. If you will, please hit that subscribe button if you have not done it already. Hit the little bell. It'll tell you when I upload a video. Share, comment below on what you guys' experience has been with sponsorships, negative or positive. We're all here to help each other out. Throw up a like, share this with your friends. Thank you guys for watching. The Bass Man Ernest. See you down the road.